I'm mad he didn't catch that.
Good old Craig.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next session of Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragon Types, a Pokemon 5e adventure. I am your Dungeon Master, Pickled Dill, and with me I have Ace the Wind Rider playing,
Vim, the perplexed but still strong Wimpod.
plus playing,
Mob the bad luck meow for the bad plan to save his brothers.
the Storybuster playing,
I'm playing Cadet, the new oldest member of this smaller group.
and once again joining us as special guest Dex Comics playing,
Rye, the happy-go-lucky bard.
oh, we'll see how long that lasts. And, because I feel like it, Ace, why don't you recap what has happened to those who have not seen the last adventure?
Oh, yes. Let's see. We started on our adventures, simply heading towards what should be our next guild adventure, somehow turning into a political slash basically everyone else was going to get put into dungeons or death and hard work. Now we end up heading towards what's the name of that
Westwind City.
Westwind, thank you. Names of things are hard for me. But we were heading to Westwind City, and we are now tracking down Big Vinny V. And Vim, the unlikely deputy, ends up taking charge of the whole mission when, surprise, Mob, our black luck friend here, unfortunately decides to take matters into his own hands, or paws, and, well, now we are completely separated with Mob heading off to essentially confront Big Vinny on his own, Vim confused trying to take charge of this small group of ragtag misfits, and P.T. heard him scampering off in the middle of the night. Now we are a bit confused and directionless, but we do not want to leave our friend hanging.
And so, we join you a few days out from Westwind City. You are still in the shadow of the Argenti Mountain. Currently, it is coming into evening. What would you like to do, Cadet, Vim, and Rye?
I'll let you guys kind of speak up for a bit.
How far out are we from Westwind City?
A couple of days. I am presuming that you have dashed in order to try and catch up with Mob. You can't match his speed, but you can try and keep the gap from getting insurmountably wide.
Could you imagine the creature that could keep up with Mob's speed with what he's got?
I believe there is a creature. He's a feared ninja in the land of fuck.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You can never
okay.
escape it.
Let's plug to our sister show, Making Waves, a Naruto 5e adventure.
Boop, boop.
But yes,
Believe it.
If you
So,
Damn it.
so I guess we're just kind of like, I guess it's time to rest right now because we've been dashing all this time. We're just kind of like deciding whether or not to keep going or to stop.
that would be your decision, Deputy. Though you can consult with your friends. You have with you a young one, an older one, and Jeff, who is still very unhappy to still be here.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Cadet.
Shout out
like,
Rye for keeping him. Sorry. I cut you off.
Yeah, yes. Thankfully, right. I'm gonna kind of turn to Cadet and just kind of be like, Bugs tired?
I mean, I'm starting to feel fatigued, but Mob's pretty fast, and I'm starting to worry that if we don't keep moving, he's gonna put a gap between us that not even the fastest of people could close. I kind of think we should keep moving through the night.
And like, kind of like gesturing over to Rye and Jeff, mostly Rye.
I can keep going if you guys want to keep going. Although Jeff here looks a little tired. He's like very annoyed.
Yeah, Jeff is just scowling. He has not stopped scowling at Rye for several days. Just, every time he looks at me, it's just this, like a Squidward style, grumpy glare.
This is like a
Yes.
SpongeBob Squidward situation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like
They're even yellow and green.
you know that scene from SpongeBob where like SpongeBob's holding the pizza and Squidward just like slouched down following him.
Yeah, that is basically
pretty
your
much
group.
that.
Okay.
Pizza is the pizza you and me.
I feel like I
uh,
don't get a say in this. Is all Jeff says, sounding very defeated and unhappy with his lot in life.
My best friend is
Vim
wrapped
just
up like I love Red Fuck Mike. No, we're not singing about Red Fuck Mike. I'm sorry.
Not
No,
this
we're
time.
not.
Really raw dogging these songs.
Hey!
That one
Anyway,
wasn't even clever.
well, we'll get a second wind at this one later. So
They have to be clever.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry. We're really raw dogging the raw dog jokes. I'm sorry.
I mean, guys, honestly, woof.
Oof.
So anyway,
Yes, so- yeah, Jeff
Anyway,
is just sulking.
Vim's gonna like just kind of like, and let's like bugs march, and like we just keep going forward. Just whatever's in the way, Vim's ready to just kind of like push, shove, or break whatever's possible. Vim is motivated.
Okay, you are able to continue through the night. I'm assuming that Cadet, as the only one who is, I guess you'd call him bioluminescent or just on fire, is in the lead, because there is no light, there is no civilization around you. You are in the shadow of the greatest mountain in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I will take the lead but I advise you stay pretty close to me.
We gotta like, I guess like who's taking up the rear is Vim will take up the rear. Yeah, Vim is like watching everyone, but like also just like watching from behind. So we'd have Rye and Jeff in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, I would be like right behind Cadet, singing playing an ad-lib version of the Brother Bear song, "On My Way."
Oh, tell everybody I'm on my
On
way.
my way, and I just can't wait to be. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Jeff is just
love that
looking
song.
angrier and angrier with each note that is sung.
Alex just add to it as they walk. So
Jeff
Give us
has a
that
massive
Getting
migraine.
Yes, I'm on my way.
He like slows down to get next to Jeff. Like tries to convince him to sing along.
If I sing, will you leave me alone?
For sure. Just,
All
like,
right,
nudges
then.
him, like,
Tell everybody. He has a great operatic voice.
Ah, nice.
I am on my way. There you go. I sang along.
Yay!
Pickle, that was great. I'm so glad you
Yes,
did
that
that.
was great.
That was great. We already talked about like what Dragon would sound like when singing because of a character you guys haven't met yet, so that's awesome.
I love that.
Yes, Jeff has
Yes.
just a big
Can we
opera
all
voice.
in character just be like just as cheery as Vim can, just be like, Vim, love this song.
it's a good song. I can't.
Yeah,
deny
keeping the
that.
spirits up.
Yes, you suddenly hear another voice being like, how do I? Everybody, I'm on my way. And
I don't like
suddenly,
that.
Vim, roll. Actually, no. What is your passive perception, Vim?
My passive perception. My perception is I have a +3 to perception, so if I can move this thing out of the way. Shit, how do I tell my passive perception?
I should just say passive perception.
Oh yeah, here, yeah. It's a 13.
You get the idea this thing is close. You don't know how close. Would anyone else like to actively roll perception after hearing that?
I will actively roll.
Cool, get it. Roll me perception.
Roll it.
11.
11?
That's not
Sorry, bud.
good.
Yeah, you also just know that voice is near. You can't see where it's from. Jeff. Jeff doesn't care, so he's
I
not
guess
gonna
I'll
roll. Okay, Rye, roll perception.
I was gonna say, Rye being as good as music, can he like extra sense like the distance, octave, and tenor of the voice?
You know what? I'll allow that. Roll with advantage.
Hey,
Yeah,
bullshit.
righty.
Always bet on bullshit.
Nope. It's a 6.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Rye,
These
you're
two
probably
would-
just excited someone else is singing with you.
Can I roll for let's see, roll for my I mean that was just my passive perception, not my can I like roll for actual perception? Like
I'll allow that. As you know, Cadet says group up. If you want to group up and try and actually look this time, I'll allow you to do it.
okay, let's like kind of group up, and Vim is going to here we go. That is a 21. 30,
With
21.
day 21, cool. Yeah, you definitely see it. You see a Ghastly floating towards you. Just he's got the eye smile, the two like closed eyes, happy. He's just bobbing along singing.
Oh, like does he like just following along for the
Yeah.
thrills?
Pretty much, yeah. You don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't seem hostile. He's smiling. He's got his eyes closed. He's just weaving a little bit in the air in time with his song. Just kind of vaguely going the direction you guys are.
Vim's just kind of observe and just like he's gonna look at Rye and just kind of like just like pointing, using an antenna to point as uke or his whatever he's playing. Like,
Can I see it now? Now that he's pointed it
I'll
out?
say that if it's pointed out to you, yeah, you can see him. He's getting pretty close now.
Just because Ray enjoys how the Ghastly sounds, he starts kind of deviates from the group and starts walking towards the Ghastly.
Okay, he's still singing and floating. And then as he hears the song stop and you guys approach, he's like, "Hello, little one.
Hello, sir.
Good evening to you."
What brings you around here?
I live here, or near enough.
Cool.
Vim's gonna kind of scuttle over and be like, eyes sing good.
Thank you. I enjoyed your song. I hope you do not mind that I inserted myself for a duet.
Bugs do not mind.
The more the merrier.
Fantastic. What are your names? And what brings you out here?
Vim is Vim.
Greetings,
Right.
Vim and Rye.
We're on our way to Westwind.
Ooh, beware of that place, for it has an evil aura.
I don't suppose you would know a shortcut there, would you? If you're from around here.
As a matter of fact, I would.
I know I
My
like to go to
people had to flee Westwind City, and so we know a place that is unknown to the invaders' folk. It will allow us to come and go. Though
Could you-
it is not without danger for the corporeally inclined, I will warn you now.
I think my parents are ghost types. I'm used to getting a little spooky with things.
That's fine. We have
Ah.
him. He's super strong.
Bugs are terrifying.
He is terrifying.
I have heard that said of ghosts as well. I am happy that you do not find me terrifying. Come. He begins
And-
leading you through, surprisingly, up towards the mountain itself. Dangerously close at this point.
Maybe we should
so-
have incited him.
Maybe. Maybe.
Explain.
Just trusting a stranger who's like, yeah, I happen to have the thing you want.
For the record, Mob probably would not have decided to insight check him either. He would probably have been like, he's a ghost. I can fuck him up if I need to. He puts
Vim's
my
gonna-
brother in here.
Vim's going to stop for a second, and Vim's gonna Vim's going to kind of go up to Rye for a sec and just be like, it's like, Bug, play more music.
Bug. He still hasn't put it together that Bug means friend. Like, Bug, I'll play more music.
And so, like, you know, trying to kind of get a vibe going. Just kind of like Vim is kind of like trying to impromptu a little jam sesh.
Yeah, this
Okay.
if you play, he'll sing.
And while like we're just kind of like taking a minute just to kind of stop for just a second. Vim also, who has the map? Do I have the map or does Cadet have the map?
I think Cadet has it now.
I thought you had it.
We'll just assume.
The mob was left in-
Cadet has.
The mob was
We'll
left in
just-
camp several days ago. Because each of you
We're
thought
just
the other
gonna-
one had it.
I'm gonna assume Cadet
No.
has the map
I mean,
because Cadet has thumbs, or at least
I
hands.
left the map. I know I left the map. You guys
Yeah,
should have.
so I agree. I say Cadet has the map.
okay.
I second it.
Okay.
Okay, so like
You-
Vim. Yep.
I'm sorry, I was going to say if you look at the map.
Yeah, I want to pull out the map. Like Vim's kind of like asking for the map while they're jamming for a second.
Yep, Vim, you see the map. You know how it is like a very thin line and then skull and crossbones above, skull and crossbones below?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in skull and crossbones above. Like, you can tell that just from how close you're getting to the mountain at this point.
We are close to the mountain. So, you know, pointing that out to Cadet.
Yeah, I'm normally a lot more cautious than this. I think I'm a bit tired and I'm not thinking 100% straight. You protect Rye. I'll stay close to. I'm not gonna protect Jeff, but I'll stay close to Jeff. If things go tits up, we got each other and Rye.
Do you like just like out of character for a second? Do you remember that one thing we talked about, the basically the Gallic gun situation?
Yes.
just-
Yeah.
Just be
Okay.
ready. AOE, you know what I'm saying?
I'm always ready for something like that.
Right. We're talking about this in bug type. This is bug type talk right now. You guys can excuse yourselves.
I think
Um,
while he's thinking about it, Cadit will just use Reflect, which lasts for 8 hours, so he's just a tiny bit stronger.
Okay. Cool.
Fair enough.
Okay, so should we continue forward? Like still in bug type, should we continue forward, or what do you think?
I mean, if he knows a shortcut which could get us ahead of Mob, that'd be great.
But
I'm not one for trusting people, but if he knows something, we should at least try it out.
well, I don't sense anything evil off of him or any malintent, but just in case. Okay, are you just ready? Just in case?
I give a,
Evidently, yeah, you didn't check for any malintent, you just checked that he was there.
Yeah. Is it? Can we maybe maybe test him?
live
Sure,
checks.
sure. How would you like to vibe check him?
Yeah. Well, what would we need to do? Maybe like if we wanted to vibe check this guy, would it be like performance, perception, persuasion? What would we have to?
I would say if you just want to go on your gut, insight, but if you want to say talk to him to see whether he maybe let slip something that would give you an idea of his intentions one way or the other and then advantage on the check, you could do that.
You do one, I'll do the other.
Okay. So
I guess you could
okay. How about you?
also-
Okay.
Say,
Okay. What about this? If you go with trying to talk to him, since obviously you
Yeah.
have better talking skills, and I also roll for insight, or I roll for just basically like I'm a lie detector essentially, or I'm like kind of observing him as you talk to him, kind of like double
Get
team,
right.
you know?
Yeah, get right.
Maybe
to help you.
we're just gonna raw dog this whole in instigation
see, that one at least fit.
in bug type too.
True.
I will walk. I'll walk.
I feel
forward to the
targeted
line.
right now. I just want to say.
I'll
Understandable.
walk forward, and I'll catch up to the ghastly.
Okay,
I'm
break.
Yes.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Cadet. What's your name?
Yes, I had noticed you hadn't asked, and I was a little hurt, but I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
want to seem unhospitable.
See
My
me?
name is Gaspard.
Oh, Gaspar. All right. And what do you live up in these mountains? Do you have a home, or do you just
Yes, I live with my husband near the shortcut.
Oh, right. What's your husband's name? Out of curiosity.
His name is Casper.
He sounds like a friendly fella.
He is. He's a very friendly ghost type.
How about that?
Can I insight check that?
Sure, go ahead.
18.
Gaspard loves Casper very much and thinks highly of him.
Oh well, that's not the answer I wanted, but okay.
You like as in you don't think he's lied to you in terms of
Oh,
it
that's okay.
it seems like everything that Gaspard has told you so far seems true.
Now, how close to the mountain do we happen to be getting? Because I
Mm,
got some
oh.
Pokemon here who are they're a little young.
I understand. You see, the path does involve going under the mountain. We will very soon reach the cairn that will lead us down into the secret passage. Out of curiosity, do you guys know what a cairn is?
A what?
A cairn.
Like the doll?
A cairn? Is it like a cave situation or like a cavern?
No, a cairn is, you know those piles of rocks used to mark graves, particularly in like the Scottish Highlands?
Kinda.
No.
I'll get an image for you guys, but that is what it is. Basically, it is a grave of sorts.
So
So we're going for a graveyard.
do we know that, or can we like roll for like perception on that, or maybe history or something?
I would say you can just know the term if you want. Actually, I'm going to say Vim has to roll intelligence to see if he knows what the term is. And Rai, Rai's not near shot, is he?
Wait, come again?
Okay, one of those. Like it's like the tomb Jesus was in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
One of those.
Yeah, like the way they depict that. For intelligence, you say?
Yep.
16.
You know what a can is. You know, in many ways, it's a lot like a hive.
Them skeptical but intrigued.
Yes, after a little while, you come up to what can only be the cairn, and Gaspard leads you inside. It is also very dark because, you know, they're ghosts. So he says, Caspar, Caspar, we have company. Shortly after, another ghastly approaches. Hi, I'm Caspar, is what
Oh.
he says.
Oh, okay.
Hello, sir.
This-
Thank you for having us.
Of course, we're always happy to have guests. What do we owe the pleasure?
We're trying to get to Westwind.
Oh, you want to take... He turns to Gaspard. Hun, are you sure it's wise? You know, they're corporeal. They might, you know... Don't worry. Their song will give them strength. You can see that if Caspar had hands, he would probably be rubbing his temples right now. Like, why don't you get the entry sorted? I think it's dusty. Then as Gaspard floats away, he floats in towards you. Listen, guys, I'll level with you. The shortcut,
Right.
it works. It will get you where you want to go, but it is fucking dangerous for corporeals. Like, I think Gaspard forgets that you can't phase through something if it drops on you. So,
Does that happen a lot down there?
yeah, a lot.
Christ.
Yeah, it's fast, but there's a reason no one goes down there. So
How
like,
fast is it?
I think it could get you into the city in about 6 hours, maybe 12, considering the little one. Though They said moderate chances you'll die. So the choice is yours. I just want to make sure that you're aware of what you are getting into.
And like, if we look at like the map, how far are we off the main path?
Fairly far off. You also know it would probably take you about 3 more days to reach Westwind. 3 to 4 days by foot, like if you followed the path.
And is it
Now
simply
that
just
you're-
because stuff will fall on us, or like the place, like it?
It is an ancient cavern filled with traps made by I know not who.
Mm-hmm.
They were here before my time, but Gaspard and I, we just floated through most of them, so it wasn't really an issue. You guys, as I said, you're corporeal. You can die. Though, there's probably won't be much comfort to you, but if you do die, you can always come live with us here.
I can't afford to die, so if
Well,
we go through this, we've got to make it out alive on the other side.
What if floaty eyes guide us?
He thinks about that. I suppose we could try. Sure, I mean, I don't think Gaspard would object. No, Gaspard says, I would not object.
Yep.
So
At the end of
if
the
we
day,
take
Vim-
these guys with us, can they like increase our chances of being safe?
Sure.
At the end of the
like-
day, Vim, you're in charge of, well, at least me and Jia.
Oh,
Rye, if you
okay.
don't want to go through this, that's your call.
Mr. Mob saved my life. I owe it to him to save him.
Vin's
Okay.
gonna like sidebar to Cadet. How do you feel about this?
Look, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Right now, I know Mob's got a few days ahead of us. He's a fast little cat when he wants to be. I think the only way we catch up and make sure he doesn't die and blow everything for us with Big Vinny is we go through here.
Well, if we can have both ghosts with us, then maybe like one from the front, one from the back. Maybe they can watch out for us while we just kind of scurry through as quickly as we can.
I mean, if you give me an hour, I can give us an extra set of eyes.
Ah, it's true.
I can call in a favor.
Okay. Let's tell them that. Okay. Vim would like eyes help.
Okay then, we will help. Casper's like, yeah, sure. You think he might have had plans for the evening, but he feels rude saying no now that you're actually risking your lives. He's like, alright, sure. He's kind of his vibe, but Gaspard, he's all for it.
Vim and Vim's bugs need little rest.
Of course, we will make you dinner, won't we, Casper? Sure, hon, sure.
I'm getting the impression that these two don't get a lot of time together as much as they should.
It's kind of the vibe, yeah. And Casper was making, like, you can probably smell Casper was making dinner for 2. Now he's gonna stretch it for 6.
Why don't Vim goes and helps them while Cadet and them rest, and see if Vim can basically just feed his people and you guys can eat.
Sure. And
Yeah.
while that hour is being spent summoning a special friend and making dinner, we cut back over to Mob, who has arrived in Westwind City a couple of days earlier, jumping back in time. Well, not a couple of days,
Jumping
about
forward in time.
jumping back in time.
Oh, jumping.
A couple
Okay.
of hours. Yeah,
Because
because
they're
you
about to be,
arrived.
oh shit. Okay, cool. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, a
Sorry,
couple
I
hours back.
had the mic muted. I was enjoying the show. I felt like the guest.
Oh, good. Nah, I've been trying to jump back to you for a bit. It's all good. Jumping back to you, a couple of hours back,
really good.
in fact, you have arrived in Westwind City, having banished P.T. Hurdum. You find it to be...
I will admit I do regret that. Continue. Sorry.
Yes. You find the place quite industrialized. It's not as industrial as Gispark, but is infinitely more than, say, Old Shore Wharf. Probably the best way to describe it is the density of Fallen Castle, but more urban, like the nicer parts of Hispark.
Ooh, swanky.
Yes, it is one of the major cities of the Kesho region, and you can see the reason for it. For the most part, the people seem happy. It is mid-morning for you. You see people chatting, people going about their lives, shopping. You also see Pokemon dressed in a peculiar armor marching through the streets like guards. This armor has a yellow helmet and breastplate with a grass skirt made of metal leaves, green vine bands around the chest to make an X shape, leaf-shaped shoulder pads, and leaf-shaped wings on the side of the helm. Additionally, each of them is stamped with an artisanal V, where the top on the right-hand side of the V is a leaf. Make of that what you will.
I'll make of that what I will. Hey, Dungeon Master, just so I can get a roll pretty quick in here. Just out of a quick, glance around my criminal background, can I just kind of gauge around how many guards are out around this time, as well as what the typings and or species of most of them are, if I could get a
Sure.
good look.
Roll perception. Roll perception with
That
advantage,
is
because you can have advantage because, yeah, you are a criminal and you're probably used to looking out for dog paw guards more than city guards, but still.
All right, first roll is a 13. Second roll is an 8, so I'll take the 13 and add my +5 in perception for an 18.
Yeah, you can probably see that there's maybe about a dozen of these guys patrolling the city, though they're not all exactly super focused. Sure, there's a couple like marching in procession, hut hut hut, we're very serious guards, but a closer inspection, most of them are just, stopping to get an apple from a vendor or trying to look busy while really just kind of daydreaming on the job. You think that most of the guards here aren't actually used to needing to do much policing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's pretty early in the morning. Makes sense.
Yeah. You would notice that the most common types are metatites and zigzagoons, though there are a couple of others mixed in there as well.
Cool. One more other thing as I'm walking in, you say there's like shopping and stuff going on around like that.
There is indeed. There are several shops. There's a small hospital, and of course, at the furthest northern point, there is unmistakably a tower. Its shadow casts over everything.
Hey, Tower DM brothers, cool. Okay. Would there be like a you ever heard of like a seed library in real life?
I'm guessing that's like a place where you buy seeds?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like they would have listings of like, here's the tomato section, and they just have all the different, variants of tomatoes and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of see that.
Something like that might exist here.
Maybe you can roll investigation.
Cool. That is a 12 plus 2 for 14.
14, you see that there is a place that sells berries, so maybe they have some seeds. You don't think it's specifically a food store.
Cool, I want to walk in and buy something so I don't look too out of place, So just a very quick transaction. I'll grab like a orange berry, just to have one on me, because I don't think I have any on me.
Okay, you see that there's an Ivysaur manning the counter. 1 orange berry, that'll be 10 Pokédollars.
I will hand over 10 Pokédollars to this nice young Ivysaur.
He hands you an orange berry.
Have a great morning.
You too, buddy. You too.
Okay, I'll add that to my inventory. And, I guess I will just very calmly peruse my way over to the tower. Just not like beelining it, but I'm just kind of curious what might be going on around that area. And if I get like a more vivid description of that juncture of town.
It is quite, an active sort of area. You see there is a market. You see what you think is maybe like, you don't know what you'd call this building actually, because you wouldn't have seen one of these before. Roll, what would I call this? Let's say history to see if you know what this would be.
That would be a nat 1 plus 0 for a nat 1.
Okay, for a nat 1, you believe this is a library.
Hey, that looks like a seed library. All right, cool. I want to pick up some quick seeds if I could.
Unfortunately, this is more like a book library, you think?
Yeah, well, maybe they have a mix. It's pretty grassy around this area.
You gonna head into the library?
I assume that's what you would want me to do with this nat 1. So yeah, I'll kind of naively walk in.
You see 2 of these leaf guards standing, and they say, "Halt! What business do you have here?"
Nah, I'm halting. I thought this was a seed library, or like a basic library where I might be able to like find some books and or pick some stuff up.
The only library this is a library of pain.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, a library of pain. Huh.
So yes, this is where we recruit for the Leaf Guard. Are you trying to join the Leaf Guard, kitty cat?
Not at this time. But I'm keeping my options open right now. You got like a business leaf or something I can read?
Actually, yes. He goes back inside, leaving the other guard with you, and comes back and gives you a brochure. Join the Leaf Guard. Honor, glory, steady pay. It's basically it is the sort of thing they give kids to become a cop. It's really fun to be a member of the Leaf Guard, stopping bad guys, solving crimes, making people sleep comfy at night. Be a hero. Be a Leaf Guard is kind of the vibe of the brochure.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. They had this kind of thing for the fire brigade back at his park, but I wasn't a Vaporeon, and Mouth doesn't have a water type variant, so they didn't really want me.
They don't care.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I'll just turn my little tail right around it up. I might hit you up for this later, but
if you join, we will have you.
I appreciate the opening.
Roll perception as you walk further north, I'm presuming.
Okay. That's going to be a 19 plus, what is my perception, plus 5 for 24?
Yep, you'll definitely get that. You see that, there's basically 3 types of Pokemon about. There's the basic civilians, dressed however. There's the Leaf Guard, dressed in their uniform. And you see another group of people who are all dressed in simply those Egyptian-style skirts that everyone wore?
Yeah.
Like those, and they each have that V as well. It would have been branded somewhere on their face or chest, somewhere very visible. Funnily enough, they're treated no different from anyone else, but there is a definite meekness to the way they deal with others. Like, beyond that, they seem like regular people, The shop owners chat with them like anyone else. They're even seen, like, there's a moment where someone drops their stuff and one of them and Leaf Guard work together to help them gather it up. But it is, yes, you see that they are probably the largest group of people in this town, now that you think about it demographically from what you've seen.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You gonna do anything with that?
Can I do just like a basic insight check to see like if I could, by looking at them, see like what maybe their purpose in the town is?
Sure. Well, it's not a hard check, I'll let you know that.
Okay, that's a 17 plus 3 for dirty 20.
Yeah, easy got that. The check was a 7. Yeah, this is the slave population of the town.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, they're just seen as basically the way most people would see. I'm trying to think what a good analogy would be here. Like, low status individuals, but not pariahs. Just, basically, like, think the intern.
If there was a
at an
caste
office.
system, they're just at the bottom of the caste system.
Exactly, yeah. You notice there are some who are being dicks, as there will be in any group, but the majority, it's just seen as, this is a function of life. Some people are slaves. There's no moral component to it. It's just life here in Kesho.
That reminds me what I'm here to do. Can I tell if they're coming out of anywhere, which would direct me to old Big Vinny's place?
You can probably just surmise the biggest building in town is Big Vinny's place.
Oh, my bad. I thought that's where I was at when I checked for
that's where. Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
You do eventually reach there. You see that Big Vinny's place is actually pretty decently fortified in that all around the front entrance you see is a moat with a bridge that is currently down. You see that there are 2 leaf guards stationed on the back end of the bridge with the winch to bring it up, and 2 at the front end. Once again, you agreed with halt. What business do you have here?
Halt. And I was looking to speak with old Big Vinny V, if you didn't mind.
You wish to speak with the mayor? What is
Yes,
this about?
sir. Well, a business opportunity for a contract he put out with a company I happen to be associated with.
A contract or a contract?
What are the real contracts does the mayor deal in?
You see, the Zigzagoon guard looks a little confused, but the Metatite gives you a knowing nod. Go on ahead. Who should we say is coming?
Tell him it's, fuck.
Rat fuck Mike.
Yes.
No,
it happens
it's
to
just that he
someone
called him
else.
fuck. He just says fuck.
I mean, yeah, you could have landed fucked me there, but I'll take.
I did.
I know you did. I appreciate you not doing it. You're not forcing it on me.
I am.
Tell him it's a gato of the Cat Scratch Gang.
Give me a sec. He's gonna roll to see if that means anything to him. Yeah, he got a nat 20, so yeah.
Woo.
He understands exactly what that means, and he says, be sure to use the phrase. That's all he says. He thinks you know what the phrase is.
Can I insight check to see if that is still I got Big Vinny V's package?
Sure, roll insight with that.
That's a 13 plus 3 for 16.
Oh yeah, that's over the limit. You know that is not the phrase. You're pretty sure you don't know the phrase. You're certain you don't know the phrase. For a good insight, I'll give you a little hint.
Oh, okay, yeah, you give me the hint because I had also
The hint is you imagine that people inside know the phrase.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hint.
Okay. I was also going to think if the Zangus guard looked like he didn't know what was going on, but the Metatite guard did. I was wondering if I could look at him to see if he's looking kind of crazy to see if they may have a little interaction that might give me something.
Okay, yeah, the Zigzagoon guard is just confused. You think he might be a legitimate guard. You think he bought the brochure and is just thinking he works for the mayor.
Okay.
Yep, you're allowed inside.
Whoa. I'll look at my brochure as I'm walking in. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you look at the brochure.
Just out of curiosity.
The Zigzagoon guard is like, hey, you're thinking of enlisting. Hope to have you with us, brother.
Yeah, I'll do the classic mob dap up.
Yep, he appreciates that. You think you've made his morning.
You gotta be nice to poke your people.
Yeah, there is nothing of value in that brochure. It's just a recruitment brochure for the clean aspects of the job.
Okay,
We're
back in my
obviously
little.
not gonna tell-
I've always been assuming mob has a little backpack under one of the little satchels they have. So
I kind of assumed you had a fanny pack, honestly.
yeah, it's just slung over the shoulder.
Exactly, just something. Yeah. So you slip your brochure inside. You head in.
That's where the
nip goes in too.
Yep, you now have the map of Big Vinny's place. You come out in level 1. You see that there are some slaves, some guards, and what you assume are just general workers milling about. Though a couple of the guards aren't paying you any mind. They're standing on a large grate in the center of the room that is around a pillar going from the floor to the roof, and you hear them just hooting and hollering and cheering out, "Get him! Yeah! Yeah! Ha ha! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!" is the sort of stuff you're getting from that. You also hear, roll perception, this won't be a hard one.
I had muted my 15 plus 3 for an 18.
Oh yeah, you also hear the sound of combat and a somewhat...
Excuse me, 15 plus 5 for a 20, a dirty 20.
Yeah. You hear, and with a dirty 20, I'll say, you actually recognize the panicked screeching.
God damn it.
You hear the voice of Hino begging for his life.
No, that's not who I expected it to be. All right,
What you gonna do? You have come through the guest entrance to Big Vinny's place.
I'm a guest. So, very calmly, very friendly, using that 17 charisma that the Meowflying, naturally kind of gave me. Mob's gonna peruse himself up to the guards and go, "Hey there, fellas, what's going on here?" And look down to see what's going on here.
Yes, you see as is being mauled to death by Tinglu.
Oh my fucking god, you aren't joking? Pickle, you aren't joking?
Nope.
Pickle,
Sorry.
Pickle, when I get you,
Pickle, you
when I
have
get
to insert Pickle. You have to insert the fucking voice line you sent. Pickle sent us a voice line like in chat that was like, "Hear my voice and know that I'm not." You can overlay it with who you need to, but like, oh my fucking god. Okay.
Pickle, when I get you, Pickle.
Yep.
Oh my! When I get my hands on Ava Rice, that's what's gonna happen. Okay, cool. Okay. No. When I get no, it's fine. Sister series.
Yes, I told the guys a week ago that Tinglu was here. They didn't believe me.
I didn't. I thought it was a hype up. I thought it was like, it might be a legendary, but it's not like a legendary dog. But
Nope, it's Tinglu.
It's not a legendary dog.
it's not. It's a legendary treasure of ruin, is what it is.
That's
Okay.
right, because Vinny somehow got himself a treasure, and he has put it down in what you see is a pit, almost like a cavern hollowed out underneath this tower, as you see Hino being dragged, literally kicking and screaming, out of view into the monster's den. And then you hear silence.
Tinglu doesn't make any noises. Is
No,
Tinglu
actually-
verbal? Is what I really want to know. Okay.
Actually, that's actually a really interesting thing that you can roll insight on.
Pickle.
Yeah?
Nat 20 plus 3 for 23.
Okay, yes. You notice Tinglu is almost eerily silent. Like, almost like something is dampening the sound. Like, you don't even hear the death blow, which you would assume would be a crunch.
Well, if I end up down here, it'll be quiet. Not too bad a way to go. Close your eyes.
Well, I mean, Hino obviously didn't think so.
Well, didn't really accept the consequences of the path he walked.
Yes, you hear a couple of guys.
That was clear when we saw Sino die. I'm sorry.
Yes. Honestly, it's a question which of the brothers died worse.
Die screaming, you little blood bag.
As you hear a couple of the guards like, fuck. Some of them handing money to each other. They were all betting that he would lose. They were just betting on how long it would take
How
him
long
to
he'd
die.
last, yeah.
Exactly.
Jeez.
You see that, a couple of them that are really disappointed thought he'd put out more of a fight. Others who are smirking were like, "Oh, you didn't stand a chance."
Dang, fellas. What was the Deadpool on it?
Yeah. I'll bet, the guy who's raking in the money just says, 14 seconds, baby.
Against the treasure of ruin. That
Right now it's
seems
12 seconds.
that's generous.
That's how bad.
Yeah, that's 2 rounds. That's
12
generous.
seconds, baby.
Woo! How long have you seen somebody last down here?
The best we saw, and this guy was nuts, let me tell you. 30 seconds. He fought well, though.
5 whole rounds against the treasure of ruin. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts, dude. Oh, wait, you new around here?
Yes, sir. I'm Mobby.
Nice to meet you, Mobby.
Yeah, Mobby Phantom.
I actually watched the first episode of Danny Phantom the other day for the first time, funnily enough.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Enjoy Butch Hartman before. No, I'll shut up.
Oh, yes. Oh, I know. I'm gonna have to do like a
I'll shut up.
at the start of my serious series.
It was
Right,
good
yeah,
for
yeah,
what it
yeah.
was.
It was great for what it was. As was Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
and then there was a change in the air. I felt a disturbance in the force.
I legit made like my whole thing being Danny Phantom when I was like when that came out.
But I digress.
I
You
can
notice
see
this
you going.
guard very intentionally does not give you his name. He just
I didn't
he
give him
nods
my
at
real
you. That's right. Oh, I should probably make one other important thing about this particular guard that is relevant. He's a survivor.
Oh.
That's probably something you would notice. He is. So-
Another insight check. Is he like of a higher rank than any of the Zangoose I've seen? Because I feel like knowing Zangoose and the Viper don't get along should be like a
It's
pretty basic
Zigzagoon.
thing to throw. I'm sorry, Zigzagoon. And
But I'm gonna let you roll inside to see if you can see if he's got a rank.
I thought you said Zangoose. There was some Zangoose. Okay, no.
Nah, there might be a Zangoose or two, but primarily it's Zigzagoon and Meditite.
Okay, I'll skip that then because I thought you said Zangoose. My bad.
Oh, good. But nah, he's just laughing as he, uses his little blade tail to store his stuff. And there he's like, so, you here to help set up the party or what?
Yeah, I might be. I'm here on orders from somebody pretty high on up in a different organization that wants to do some collaborative work with the mayor.
Oh, one of them. Might be a little late though.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, that Damo, he's already got the boss's ear.
Damo. I think I've heard that name before. I'm lying.
Oh, yes, you can roll history if you want to have heard of Damo. I'll have Cadet and Rye. Cadet
7
and Rye,
plus
you
0 for a 7. So I
Nope,
ain't heard it.
also, Cadet and Rye, as you're both from Kesho, you can roll if you've ever heard of Damo, even if you don't know he's relevant right now.
Why do I roll really well with history?
Yeah, smart boy.
16. I'm
And
not-
Rye,
We're rolling with history, right?
Yep.
I got 10.
oh, yeah, Rye, you haven't heard of him, but Cadet, you know of the Dread Pirate Damo. You know
It
that
just knows everyone.
Yeah, you know that he plunders the islands to the, I'm bad at direction, west. Yeah, there are
Right,
the western islands around the area of Kesho. He likes to raid there. You would have never imagined he's this far east into Kesho, though. That's odd, particularly to a landlocked town.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we landlocked?
Landlocked. It's weird that Damo would be here, if only you knew he was here. But yes, Mob, the name Damo means nothing to you.
Yeah, but hey, maybe he'll still appreciate what I'm offering. Who
Well,
knows?
Go see him. Oh, by the way, highs or lows, Mob?
I'll take a low.
Are you sure you want a low?
Seems like you want to give me this one, so I'll take a high.
Good pick. He leans in and he's like, imagining no one told you the phrase. You've got that look on your face.
You caught me.
He just leans in and whispers, "Greetings, Exalted One." But you didn't hear that from me. Then he slithers away.
I appreciate that. I was supposed to memorize something because I got a hint about something. I know the soundtrack that's already playing before it plays.
Yes, you do. You absolutely do. But yes, you are now seeing people milling around, seemingly setting up for the party.
Pickle. I'm tipping that Viper another 5. Or no, I'm gonna give him 14 Poké dollars for
Hey, but keep making the good picks.
He nods and he gives you a wink. And he's like, next time there's a pool, I'll give you the inside scoop. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan, brother.
He takes his 14 and he goes off. You see he's directing a few of the guards and a lot of the slaves as they're truly setting up like little tables and all kinds of like cushions, even some lights for what looks like it will be a pretty big party.
Enjoy while it lasts, Snake Boy.
It'll be a shame if you have to fight him.
Well, as long as he isn't like actually like if he ain't like a fiend for the game, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gotta get. But if
You'll
he's like,
find
nah, I live for this slave and shit. Like I'm taking your tail blade, brother.
That'd be a fun weapon.
Yeah, I'm taking
That
that shit.
would
And
be
give it
pretty
to Vim probably because that'll like extend his axe moves. Give him some
That would
poison
be
damage.
Pleased.
That would be hype.
Yeah, I gotta get some gifts so the boys aren't too mad when they inevitably bring me back kicking and screaming.
So
Gotta
in
bring
this
back gifts for
room,
the boys.
yes, in this room, you see it is mostly an open space where the people are setting up. You see a door to the back. You see a door with stairs leading upwards to the right, and of course you see the big pillar in the center, the big square pillar in the center of the room with the grates surrounding it.
And no question where that leads.
Maybe you were able to look down and see.
I can't believe Tingaloo is real. Jesus. All right. Arceus, damn it. All right. Oh, also, I wanted to mention something because it never got mentioned yet, but I earned an inspiration die for playing Mob True to Form, so that might be needed considering there's a legendary beneath my feet. Like, not probably like 40 feet, honestly. Jesus.
That is true. To clarify, I gave Plus an inspiration dice because he played Mob True to Form to his detriment by sending Herdem away.
All right, then. I see any big old pitcher point looking guys around here?
You don't actually see any Bellsprout or Weeping Bell or Victory Bell. I should also mention that you're probably able to gauge from the outside this tower is 3 stories tall.
All right, then. Well, and the way this thing usually goes is people who think they're really important put themselves at either the highest point or the lowest point. He ain't down here, so he's probably up there.
So you gonna head up the
guys.
stairs?
if there's no impediment to doing so, yeah, I'll head up the stairs.
Yep, no one stops you. You
Cool.
head on up. You find yourself in a gallery. It looks honestly pretty gaudy. There's no curation to this gallery. It's just expensive looking shit that Vinny thinks will intimidate people coming in.
Oh yeah, give me a vivid description of what's in the gallery. I'm curious.
You see things such as paintings of himself, or at least who you assume is himself. It's a victory bell choking the life out of several smaller Pokemon. You see what looks like a scyther's hand that has been carved into an ancient-looking blade, still flecked with blood. You see something that you don't know what that is, but your very fiber of your being is like, I want to avoid that. It's like a round object, probably, I think, how big would it be on you? Probably, let's say half your head size. A bit less, maybe a third of your head sized. It is silver and kind of rusty, but just bad vibes. Bad vibes throughout.
Bad vibes. Okay.
It's
So
a bad
got anything to
vibe
say about the bad vibes?
Whoa, dude, that thing gives me the creeps. It's weird though. What it is, you don't know. I'm gonna say you can roll history if you want, but it will be a very hard check.
I got that 0, so I need everything I got for this.
You would literally need to crit on this.
5. I ain't getting this.
Nope, you don't know. You just know it's a bad vibe orb that looks really old.
Oh no.
You see to your left, there is another doorway with a bar in the next room. You also see there's a doorway that you can't really see because it's around the corner of that same pillar that is still in the center of the room.
Can I continue? Like, is there anybody else around me at the moment?
You see a couple of slaves like tidying, but this floor is more or less deserted except for the slave working the bar.
Real quick, can I just roll by the bar and knock it and ask if there's anybody talking to the mayor at the moment? Would I be intruding if I would have?
You can head in. As you approach the bar, then you actually pass through into the room so you can see it fully, not just through the doorway.
Mhm.
You see an Inkay sitting at the far end of the bar. He's using his psychic powers to lift a mug that he is just chugging. He has a large red hat with a rainbow feather sticking out of it like a plume.
Okay.
An ink?
Oh, I guess instead of, the usual head crest of an Inkay, that is hidden in his big pirate hat. Oh, I see that I'm not drinking alone. Good. I'm happy to drink alone. I'm happy to drink with people. I just like drinking, but who are you?
Well, don't let me intrude, friend. You enjoy your drink. I wouldn't want to impose on you. I'm nothing but a humble flea bag from Hisbark Island here to talk to the mayor.
Oh, Hisbark Island. I've heard of that place. It sounds like a riot. Tell me, I'm guessing from the look of you that you are a dog paw. He's very clearly being sardonic.
Friend, usually where I'm from, we slit your throat for making that kind of joke, but, I ain't been back home in a long while, so them kind of jokes actually make me feel kind of nostalgic. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he laughs when you
can probably take a single look at me and guess where I'm from, but I'm used to look pretty well traveled.
That's right. I've never been to Hisbark, but I've always wanted to. I heard the old top cat. She was quite a beauty.
Ah, yeah, you would have loved Claudion. A lot of people did.
Yes. As I poured the whole bottle out at her death. Admittedly, I poured it out into my mouth, but hey.
You know what? It's somebody who represents the organization. I really do appreciate that, and I'm going to give him a kind of a gesture of appreciation. It means a lot doing that for the top cat.
He gestures for the shackle slave who is tending bar to pour you out a drink. It says, "Raise a glass with me for the unfortunately departed."
Yeah, I'll certainly do one for that.
He clinks glasses with you, and then he downs his drink. Do you down your drink?
I'll toast with the dread pirate. I'll down my drink.
It is actually really good. Like, as in, it is, imagine like a raspberry wine. It is nice.
The good stuff wasted on me. You have done me and the Cat Scratch family such a great service on this day. If you're ever in need of a favor, sir, just ask me.
Of course, and I will collect on that.
Yeah.
My name is Damo.
A man of your caliber should, sir.
Damo of the Dark Sea.
Your name precedes you, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm glad to hear it. He then goes back to drinking and doesn't bother you any further.
Yeah, I won't bother him. Apparently he doesn't have the mayor's ear at this time, so I'll just kind of casually proceed my way in to meet Big Vinny V if I can.
Cool. Yeah, you see that you are literally right next to the stairs leading up. And as you head in, you are hit by the strong smell of like dirt. Like, the sort of like wet dirt smell.
Yeah, like plant planting, like planting
like plant potting.
soil.
As you step in, you immediately see you're in a wide room. This one does not have the pillar in it. It's entirely open plan, and it only has two real features. On the southernmost / westernmost wall, there is a big pile of pillows that looks like it is just a communal sleep area. And then the north side, you see a grand pot plant dais and the largest, fattest victory bell you have ever seen. This guy looks like an alpha. He's probably 5 of you stacked on top of each other in terms of height. Probably the same.
Does he have the alpha eye shine? That would be cool.
Yes, he does.
Okay, cool.
Is the
Is it
shining
the red or is it
glowing
like a
eyes in
different
the
color?
dark. It is a goldish color, similar to his skin, which might mean he's jaundiced. You don't know.
Oh my, he got it.
His vines also extend to cover the entire top third of the thing. They're into the pot plant, they're along the walls. Yes, imagine it goes from a nice wooden building into just, this won't mean much to you plus, but Devil's Snare Nest from Harry Potter. Vines everywhere, roiling and twitching occasionally. As you enter, you also see one other thing. Chained to the pot plant dais by a little manacle and chain on a leg is a chatot. As you enter, you hear a deep rumbling. Bushuda. Then you hear the chatot speak up. My master inquires as to who comes before him.
I'm gonna step into the room, in the center of the room, show my paws, and the traditional cat scratch greeting I just gave to the Dread Pirate out. Greetings, you exalted one. My name is Mobby. I hail from the island of Hisbark and represent the Cat Scratch Gang, a lower organization than any of you might have been dealing with so far. But we have big ambitions, sir, and we would like to make some moves with you if you wouldn't be to respond to such a thing.
Ooh, Chatana, ooh. My master says that his resources are great, yet you come with none. He is curious as to what you bring to this proposed alliance.
Well, you see, sir, that the reason I ended up coming here was because I intercepted one of your agents, PT Hurdum. His name was.
Yeah, you hear him roaring and flapping his little leaf hands when you say Hurdum's name.
I'm going to take my stolen Hurdum hat off my head and very gently flick it into the center of the room, kind of close for him to inspect it if he would like to, just by picking it with a vine.
And say, a little while ago I ran into Hurdum and well, things got pretty, scratchy in body as they usually do between felines and canines like him. But he was weaker than me, and by the laws of this land, that made him a slave. However, he was a bit mouthy, so, halfway around getting here, I decided to just kind of send him to go play around the mountain, see if he could survive. He might turn up sometime soon, but I believe your issues with him are going to be pretty soon finito, if you catch my drift. Hello? Oh, shit. You guys hear me?
Yeah, looks like
we-
Dill
we-
muted for a second.
And, let me also say, you exalted one, if there's anybody else you would need me to bring, almost like I did with, PT Hurdum here. Cat Scratch Gang's pretty good at finding people and taking them down and dragging them where they don't want to be dragged.
You hear amusement in Big Vinny's voice at the idea of such an unpleasant fate falling to old friend P.T. Hurdum. As his translator says, my master is intrigued. Make your proposal plain, and he will assess it.
Allow me to fall under your service, Mayor. And if you deem my service, what should we say, pliable or effective enough, I will give you a treaty signed by the current top cat of my organization who would like to pledge up honor to you. We would just need your signature.
He agrees, and with that, we cut back to our friends under the mountain. Your hour has passed, you have eaten a hearty dinner of something that doesn't quite sit right for everyone who isn't catted. Have you ever eaten, what is it called? I want to say gastronomy, but that feels wrong. Where they will do a deconstructed foam cheesecake and stuff like that. Yeah, you guys...
Yeah.
Probably really gooey kind of foods. I imagine Vim had very little to work with, and considering he has to feed bugs. I don't know if you ever seen if you ever gone to the zoo where or maybe an insectarium when they have bugs, they actually feed them little pucks of jelly that have all the nutrients in them. So I could imagine taking whatever food is prepared and turning into a kind of jelly mush. Might be something edible.
I can see them eating some weird. I watched him eating a champ, so.
I mean, when you gotta eat, you gotta eat. them a very, very efficient chef.
Okay,
Okay,
what?
Which in reality,
I think
the Machop wasn't out of hunger. That was just pure curiosity on your part.
Vim was
Yeah.
in Vim was bloodlusting at the moment.
yes. But yes, what you have got is like, you know the mist that comes off dry ice?
Yeah.
You basically got a
Yeah.
bowl of that, or a bowl of tear gas. It is wafting up. The two ghastly, they float over and it absorbs into them, and they have a lovely meal with Gaspard like, I'm sorry. If I had known we were having corporeals, I would have thought something else.
Vim will find sustenance elsewhere. Like not saying that angrily.
It
He's saying it
feels
more
so
like
terribly rude.
I mean,
It
I'll eat
didn't
Vim's
taste great.
portion.
You can try to eat it, Vim and Rye, if you want. As for you, Cat, your parents probably made ghost food for you sometime. It's not that
Yeah,
bad,
it's
Wait, would you call it soul food?
Yes, it is soul food. Yes, for Cat, it is soul food. Yes, it's very familiar to you. It's maybe not the main cuisine you ate growing up, but, occasionally you'd have soul food, and it was, Gaspard and Casper are decent enough home cooks, They're not going to be enough that you will write home, but they clearly did their best as hosts. Probably because
I
Caspar
really
thought he was making a romantic dinner for his husband.
Oh, we
Floaty-
just
You all crashed.
Floaty eyes, very nice.
Thank you.
Did you just? I'm sorry. Did you just spray something?
No, I opened up a bottle of soda water and it hissed.
I was thinking like just imagining just like a can of like spray in a can. It just that's what they eat. That'd be funny. Just like a can of spray in a can is like
Like,
a
yeah.
snack for them.
It probably would be like pressurized air would be the sort of snacks they eat.
I love that.
Yes. Also, also they were very actually Gaspard didn't care, but Casper, when you successfully summoned your companion, Cadet, you could see Caspar briefly had a moment like, oh god, I thought it was 6, now they're bringing another one. Don't say anything. Don't be rude. You're the host. But you can see that just if he had veins, they would be pulsing right now. But he's just trying to be a good host. He maybe gave a portion of his to your gimme girlfriend, who quite enjoyed it because he's a ghost hound. This is his thing.
I was gonna feed him some of mine. You really don't need to do that.
No, it would be rude not to prevent it. Yeah, he gets it. Cat, why don't you feed me every time you summon me? You
I pay you. Is that not enough? Like, we already have this weird colleague relationship. I don't really understand how this all works yet. I just got told I call you and you do stuff for me.
Yeah. I'm in service of a Celebi, and when unfortunately Celebi decided that. Yeah, Celebi decided that, my soul should be best used in service of you. So when you call, I come. Doesn't matter what I'm doing.
Well, I do apologize. I'll try to keep all of these visitations very limited and not try to, mess you around too much.
Yeah.
But I do
Yeah, that'd be
appreciate your
good.
help the last few days.
Hmm.
I just need your eyes while we go through a tunnel. Extra help.
Sure.
Always appreciate it, man. And there will be some
Yeah.
pay for you, just to make it more worth your time.
Good. You actually haven't ever specified his name to the audience. You might want to tell them his name.
I would like to tell him his name. The name I definitely have written down somewhere.
That's right.
Talk.
Buster tries to make up a name for him. The rest of you are led, now that the meal is done, towards a cavern in the cave. You see that Gaspard did in fact dust it for you, though it doesn't mean much because about a foot further in, it's like a dripping cave. Gaspard's like, I will lead the way and avoid anything that could do you slam. A rock wall crushes Gaspard into, imagine, those traps where the walls close in on each other?
Yeah.
Imagine it's one side and it's instant, it's just wham. He then floats out. Unfortunately, as I was saying, there is not much forewarning.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Go
it's gonna be
try.
a run and
Oh
gun
no.
situation.
Some of these traps are triggered by speed, others by slowness. I think one by smell.
Vim smells many things.
Right, we've got it, right?
Does having cadets inside with us as basically a living torch, does that give us any advantage to seeing or being aware of any traps?
I will lower the DC on some of the checks, just because you may be able to see them coming, in contrast to if you didn't, and you were just wandering in the dark. Yes.
Do we know Jeff's class? Do we ever get know of his class, or is that just like still secret?
He's an NPC type class. He's a mercenary. It's like a
Okay, and if he
it's
had
like
any
a
strength
fighter.
feats. Okay.
He's not super. It's like fighter light.
This man's gonna
Right.
die.
Probably.
That's the dream.
Probably. But yeah, slowly you see the wall click, 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 click back out into original position. At which point Cass looks at you and says, I'd suggest running before that finishes resetting.
Oh, right, that's a good
Yes.
idea.
Yeah, we're gonna
Dash.
we can run for it.
Okay,
Run.
everyone, make an athletics check to see whether you can make it past that section of wall before it finishes resetting.
So yeah.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
And you can help someone if they fail. That's your
I
don't
have
know what
a
it's like.
15.
good.
I
Right?
have a 12.
Yep, you all make it just pretty easily. Funnily enough, Jeff is actually shortly behind Cadet. Like, Cadet blazes the lead. Jeff's almost keeping up, then Vim, then Rye. But you all make it as just before the thing finishes clicking back into place. Meanwhile, Casper and Gaspard just stroll through, get crushed again, pop out the other side. Well then, that was the first test. I am glad you did not die.
How many more tests are there?
That is a good question.
A few. Some you may not trigger, though. I don't know why I started singing at that point.
Alright, let's just do this. And we'll pick up his gimme girlfriend named Vec, put him on
Vec?
his shoulder. Yeah,
I
Vec.
should roll for Tevek. He
Yeah.
passes.
What does he need to roll
He does-
for? He's a ghost.
He's a ghost, yeah.
True. Also, yeah, he might kind of want to die. 'Cause if he dies, he gets his reward by joining Celebi. Because Fury owns his soul. At least that way I'd go to her rather than, being cadets.
I'm trying my best to have a nice relationship with you. I'm trying, man. I'll have him
Yeah,
on my shoulder and I'll just help me keep an eye out for traps.
Alright, sure. You have advantage on any sort of perception-based check moving forward.
That's what I wanted.
Yes, because
Just what?
the second set of eyes.
Vim. Before we go any further, Vim just kind of stopping, curious. Vim thinking. Vim think. Speedy traps and slow traps, smell traps. Are there sound trap?
No, I don't believe there is a sound trap.
Okay, Vim ready.
Okay, you continue on until you come to a number of, I don't know what you call them, little, stalagmites. Those little spires that will rise out of, caves? The
Yeah, I
little
think those are
thin
stalagmites.
spires. Yeah, you see a bunch of them dotting, I'm gonna say with Cadet present, you can see there is water at the bottom of this. But it's a big fall.
I don't like water.
Oh boy.
Yep. At this point, Gaspard tells you, I actually don't know what this trap is, or if it is a trap, because I just fly over.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Casper, meanwhile, sighs, I'm pretty sure it's a trap. I'm pretty sure everything that is not just corridor is a trap. And sometimes, as you saw, the corridor is a trap.
Out of curiosity, don't let me metagame, but could they pick you guys up and fly you over?
They have physical form.
Ghosts
Yes.
can interact with the,
I would
with the
argue-
material plane.
They could, but then if they did that and something bad would happen, they would not be protected.
Fair.
Because
What
they
if-
wouldn't be able to go incorporeal without abandoning you.
Fair.
They wouldn't do
Fair.
that.
Fair.
Because
So okay.
they're decent guys.
So it's like a pit sort of situation.
Yeah, there's a pit with lots of little spires.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you can, if you want, you can roll perception or insight to try and figure out what this trap is.
If anything, can we just try shit first?
Sure, but if you
What if
try
I just
something
get
wrong,
a-
you'll be
Why?
punished.
Well, what would happen if I just did a mud shot into the pit?
Is in down into the water or onto the
Just-
spires?
Just into the pit, just hit something, just maybe a couple mud shots to see if it hits anything.
Sure, you fire a mud shot. There's something in the water. Something that wants to kill you, presumably.
I don't want to go down there.
Vim good, Vim very good.
Yeah, so Vin,
Right,
you
kill
think
it.
just you scuttling under the water is a bad.
Oh yeah, could he just electrocute the water?
Don't go
Sure.
up here. Go.
Sure, Rye, if you want to make an electric attack.
Alright.
Don't feel pressured.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just saying, just in hindsight.
let's go with Thunderbolt.
Cool. Roll damage and remember add 1 extra bonus damage dice. You see, Rye has a special property known as Wicked Attacks. Onix, wherein he does extra damage, but he takes the added damage as well.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be disgusting with stab.
Oh, so is that essentially his
So you're lucky you're
recoil?
not yeah, it's a little Pichu effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Pichu
cute.
effect.
All right, so attack die, I got a 2, and
Then-
recoil, I
extra
took
die?
1. Yeah,
Oh.
I took a 1, that one.
Okay, so you do 3 damage total then?
Yeah.
Cool. You fire a jolt. I'm gonna call it double damage just because you're hitting all the water and everything in it. Arr, arr, arr. That was not enough. You've just made them angry. You just made them
Can
very
you tell what
angry.
they are now?
You can tell they're water types.
I'm guessing Carvana.
That would be my guess, but it could be a Vizuela or Vizula or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Veluza, is it?
jumping Veluzas, yeah, Veluza.
Veluza,
Yeah.
that's it, yeah. Arr, arr, arr. They do not sound happy.
Okay, so
Hey.
they're just not happy if we jump down there, right?
Yeah, if you jump in the water, they'll kill you. Well, they'll try to kill you.
Can
It'll be
they,
a combat
like, if-
encounter.
I mean, if y'all just kept sniping them, you could probably just get right a level up right now.
I mean,
Right, we're training you here.
considering he could probably hit them way more than we could, like, I mean, it would make no sense for Cadet to try to hit them, and all I could do is do mud shots at them, and
You
that
can
won't do
taunt.
much damage either.
So are the stalagmites on the roof?
They're coming out of the water.
I didn't
So it
want
would
to
be stalagmites.
stalactites and stalagmites, I believe, are different. One comes from the ground, one comes from the roof.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, so basically those
mites
spikes
come
on the
from
ceiling.
ground. Yeah, it is the ones from out of the water.
Okay, so it's a drop.
Drop and then
It's-
a combat. Yeah.
How
Also-
far of a drop? Like, just out of curiosity.
You would assess probably about 40 feet.
Yeah, we don't want to go there.
The damage, like the impact would be lessened because you would be landing in water, but
Ooh, I got an idea.
yeah,
Okay, so we have to make it across, right?
you think? You don't know.
I mean,
you haven't even done
how-
anything to try and figure out what the actual trap is.
Oh, I mean, I figure the trap is down there. You know, the trap is fall down there. We fall in.
It could be.
Possible.
Well, I guess we could just roll and see if we can find out what the trap is then.
Yeah, I'm willing to
Okay.
do a little perception roll.
Roll insight or perception, your choice. Everyone.
I will. Okay.
At 19 perception.
Nice.
I
That was
have
with your
a.
advantage, right?
Yeah, I rolled 2.
Oh, we have
18s.
advantage.
Oh, only
Could
Janet
you-
has advantage.
Okay.
I would, because I would be a rogue and I have.
I rolled a-
advantage on this.
I rolled a 14.
Nope. Rye?
Worse, I got a 5.
Cool. Okay. Rye and Vim, maybe it is the things down there. Cadet, you think that some of these stalagmites are booby trapped to break if you put any weight on them.
Oh, so like they are reaching where the thing is, and we could like walk across it in theory.
Yes, indeed. They're your bridge. You have to hop from one to
Oh,
another.
okay.
All right, okay, I see. I don't want to try any of that. Where's Jeff?
Jeff is here. He's like, yeah.
Now, I think it's about time you contributed to the team, Jeff.
Damn.
So,
You're gonna use Jeff
why
as a
don't-
canary, aren't you?
Oh my
why don't
god.
you take the first try? I think everything looks fine. You make sure everything's secure on the other end.
He gives you the most pursed-lipped little scowl. Right. He then
believe in
starts
you.
hopping. See how Jeff does.
See
Jeff-
Jeff run.
Yeah,
See
you
Jeff
got
pop.
Jeff
got this.
does quite well, actually. He is using... Yeah. What Jeff does is actually quite clever. Is for a second it looks like he's decided to kill himself and jump into the water. He does a swan dive. But then you see he hooks his tusk into the side of the stalagmite. Then he swings and hooks on with the other side. And then again. And he's going along the
Fantastic.
sides of the stalagmites. And by doing that, he is able to then climb his way once he reaches the other end. You are able to confirm that the stalagmite at the center, at the very back row, is not booby trapped.
Great.
He then stands there. He looks pleased with himself because he knows you can't replicate that.
That's how you become a member of Drudda Guild, motherfucker.
So that's pretty much, what his face says right now.
Right.
Okay. So,
How far?
what if I have two ideas. The first one is, what if basically everyone uses Vim as a springboard?
Ooh.
Combined with Vim's strength, could he at least launch them to that one that is not booby trapped?
I would call that a strength check, and a somewhat difficult strength check. But it is
Okay.
theoretically possible.
Does it have to be a strength check per use, or would it be a strength check
Yes.
all around?
Strength check
Okay.
per use.
Now, my second idea idea would be, what if two people attempting to replicate what he did by basically holding hands and making enough space in between them to like grip and swing?
In that case, one of you would make acrobatics or athletics, your choice, and the other would be technically giving the help action. So they'd
Okay.
have advantage on the check. And if
Who
they
is the
succeeded, they'd
least?
both get across.
Who's the least agile out of all of us? That
I feel like it'd be Vim.
Vim's got a +2 to acrobatics.
I
But
have a +4 on acrobatics.
Okay.
I have a +2 as well, so
Okay. So
maybe
If
the
anything-
two who aren't going to be in complete detriment if they fall down there should go together. Because if I drag one of you down, I'm going to be useless in that fight. At least if I go down alone.
if Vim falls down, Vim can fight and maybe even get out. But
Also, I want to say, Vim, because of like the nature of bugs, sorry to metagame again. Vim, because of like the nature of bugs, should kind of have some advantage on the checks here, because like he's a bug guy, like, and he's like
I mean,
a
I
water
would-
type way, like he should be able to like cling it on to like wet surfaces. The place we like first see Wimpod in Gen 7 is like a wet, like rocky place, and it's like zipping all around, like climbing all the rocks and stuff. So I mean, just my
I
two cents.
mean, most bugs can climb on like vertical surfaces, but I haven't been playing that because I don't know if they want me to be that bad. But
Vim just punches.
I feel like that's one of the
ball
reasons
really hard.
you get Vim is that like Trico, like, hey, I'm gonna just climb and abuse my but yeah, it's up to you, man.
I mean, if we did the strength thing, I only need to make 2 strength checks, right?
2 strength checks. You'd only need to make 1 athletics or acrobatics check if you did the team up jump thing.
Okay. So the strength check. Okay, hypothetically, if we did the strength check and Vim passes it,
Mhm.
and then the other person, let's say if it's short, maybe they kind of make it. Like, what would the other person have to make to, I guess, catch themselves?
Oh no, there'd be no need. They'd just land.
Like, let's say if we did the strength check, and maybe Vim didn't throw hard enough, so they didn't make it far enough to like throw them across. Maybe they only threw him halfway.
I would make that an acrobatics check to grab onto a stalagmite, and then it would be a roll to see whether they grabbed onto a good one or a bad one.
Okay. I guess the strongest thing would be to I guess if we threw Rye, I mean if I at least throw Cadet, then and I can get Cadet across, then Cadet can just kind of like should be okay. I mean Cadet doesn't have any type of like boosts or moves that can make him go cross. So I'm gonna let you guys decide. Vim's gonna propose to you guys. Vim can throw. Vim can throw good, or bugs can link together and swing like Jeff, Jeff.
I can grant you a 1d6 if it comes to that, using
Well,
bardic inspiration. So
Yeah, if you've inspired me, that adds 1d6 to my roll, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
you can add 1d6 to your roll.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think? Like, I don't want to make the whole decision here. I want you guys to have some input on this.
I mean, I'm not against you throwing me across. I think that's
Okay.
my best chance.
Well, tell you what. Can I roll for strength? Do my roll and like decide from there, or do I have to just like make a
No,
decision?
because once you've made the roll is, if that makes sense.
Okay. Vim is going to ready himself like a springboard, and I'll let you guys. And can I just let whoever decide they want to take the jump? Take the jump.
Sure, who would
Oh,
like to take the jump?
I'll go first.
that should go first. Yeah.
Cadet's gonna go first.
You better help yourself in the
Okay.
air and fire.
All
a
right,
little bit
guys.
with your hands and palms and
All right, say it with me.
iron yourself across.
Everyone
Would
say
you
it with
like-
me.
Hold on. Would you like
Bugs never die.
would you like the 1d6?
Okay. Yes. As this happens, like can we get like it's gonna be like a musical, like the string equivalent of a drum roll, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone say it with me. Like much like our hero before us, Leroy Jenkins. Let's get a Bugs Never Die.
Okay,
Bugs
1,
never-
2,
okay, I'm
3.
Bugs never
die!
Natural one.
Roll that strength check.
Plus.
Speak it into existence so it doesn't
Plus.
happen. You gotta speak it into existence so it doesn't
Plus.
happen. Come on. You gotta speak it into existence so it doesn't happen.
Plus, shut your mouth because it's a natural 20.
That's what I told you. Speak it into existence so it doesn't happen, baby.
Oh yeah, Cadet runs up, he jumps. With your friendship and time together, you have developed enough synchronicity that you flick up your carapace at the last second. He goes soaring, and as he goes, might I blank your name, Vim? Vim, you think that with how sprung you are, you could probably toss Rye to Cadet. Cadet could catch him, and then you'd be able to basically get them both across in one. You would have to cross alone, though. That would be the trade-off if you so chose.
Vim will figure this out.
So you're going to try and take the chance to toss Rye as part of that same throw?
Yes.
Cool, Rye, are you going to allow yourself to get yeeted?
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
either that or you have to swing with me, and if you swing with me and we fall into the water, then you're basically gonna have to shock everything in the water, including me.
Yeah, that's the problem with. If I
Well,
fall
actually,
down there
wait a second.
alone,
Wait,
at least
wait,
I'll
wait,
be
wait.
shocking them.
Wait, let me think for a second. Hold on. Don't I have that ability that keeps me from dying? Do I have that yet?
I think that's a little later on.
I think you do get that later on. Yeah, I think you're a while
No, it
away.
says
from-
well,
Oh,
I
God,
have
we haven't even talked about fucking subclass stuff.
I have Warrior of the Gods, which would be like raised dead, only brings me back to life, but not on death. So like,
Okay, you do have that at this level.
yeah, that was my third level. Your
Oh,
soul is
neat.
marked for
In that
endless
case-
battle. Yeah.
And yeah, you have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, like let's just throw Cadet and let's me and Rye try to swing together because there's a
Okay.
slightly higher chance.
I mean, there's a lower chance for Rye now, but okay.
Well,
Because
what do you?
Rye would have been basically
Oh,
you
well,
got
hold
a
on.
crit, so Rye would get an instant pass.
Oh, so Rye
I
gets
was off
instant
Rye.
pass.
Yeah, you just
If
get to
you
ride off
choose
the.
Yeti.
Oh, okay, I thought I had to roll again to let
No,
Rye go
you-
past you.
Sorry,
Oh, screw
maybe I
that.
wasn't clear on that.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
screw that. Yeah, let Rye fling him.
Cool. Rye, you're doing your little drum roll, and suddenly you feel Cadet's and like little feelers wrap around you. He yeets you. Cadet, you see the little Pichu coming towards you like a spiral football. You grab him,
Incoming!
and you both land on your back next to Jeff. Oh hey.
Are you okay?
We did it! Woo! Again!
No, not again.
Okay, Vin.
Please, never again.
Yes.
Now it is your turn to try and cross.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because you have tossed Rye, you don't get advantage anymore.
I will
Okay.
say, he did never confirm that he used that D6. So
I
he
did
still
not.
has it.
That is true. He did not use the D6, so you can add bardic inspiration to this task, or you can save it for the next one.
Can I try to scale the wall by using my strength? Basically,
Sure,
just
I'll call
clawing
that an
into the wall.
athletics check.
Let's see, athletics. I actually have more than athletics. I was gonna say using my strength instead of athletics, but okay.
Because athletics would be at least equal to strength, if not better, because I presume you're proficient.
I'm a proficient in strength. My athletics is a 3. I have a +5 in strength.
Okay, you can make it a raw strength saving throw then. I'm feeling nice.
Okay. Ah, fuck. I have a small space to roll this thing. Come on. Okay, that is a 16.
Yep, you come close to falling a few times, but you do make it over. After about a solid 5 minutes, it is a 30-foot crawl, so you're doing decently well. You're moving about 6 foot a minute. You flop down next to your friends on the other side of the gap, while Casper and Gaspar just float over and join you. Good job, guys, says Caspar. Casper Gaspard. Need to stop mixing up their names.
Them just Them feels powerful.
You thought you
We're
were
only-
starting a new song.
Okay.
We're only halfway across, right?
Nope, you have just successfully made it through the second challenge.
Yes.
Oh, Vim, thank you, buddy. But please, I don't ever want to be thrown across a canyon full of what I can only assume are terrible water types like that again.
Them cannot make this promise.
Okay.
Definitely Carvana.
I'm laughing if it's not even Carvana.
Since you have passed it, I can confirm they are in fact Carvana and one CP.
Oh.
I would have
The one
laughed
thing
so
you
hard. if it
would
was-
want to be like falling in the dark with and like deep waters is anything that's like based off a fucking piranha, my guy. Fuck that.
Yeah, it was full
I
of
would've
Carvana
laughed.
and one
So-
Sea King.
Oh, okay. I was thinking. Okay. Yeah, I would have laughed. If it was just a bunch of Goldine. Just
They would have still stabbed you in the butt with their horns.
Yeah, this is his
Still
bad.
wasn't hilarious. Yeah. One Sea King just with a bunch of Carvana. I wonder what that story is.
You'll never
Is that King?
know.
No, we will
Don't
not.
tempt them. They might jump down.
I mean, Buster pretty much has it, but yeah.
He is their leader.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I like that.
And so, you continue on. For the next couple of hours, there's nothing. It's quiet. It's eerily quiet. Until you hear something in the distance. Ta 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 ta. Do that as you will.
I tries to match the sound with the guitar.
Bim, 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 bim. Yeah? That echoes off the wall, so it's kind of creepy the way it's like, it was like, bim, 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 bim.
Is it just like rumbling, or is it like a sound vibrating off the wall?
You would probably say it sounds almost like stomping, like something is stamping around.
Is
Wait
it
a
coming
minute.
from in front of us or behind us? Because if we just came from behind us and it's like one direction,
Further into the cave.
and we can't
might-
see too far down there.
You can't see far enough. All you can see is the passage ahead of you. It is further away than even Cadet's light grants you view of. It occurs to you
off
that,
tempo.
that maybe, just maybe, there's a reason there's nothing for the last, 2 hours.
Just a hypothetical. What if the end of this shortcut puts you guys in Tinglu's den?
That'd be so funny.
Pickle, don't. Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Jesus Christ, guys! Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen. That's not. Pickle wouldn't be that obvious. That would be too obvious. Pickle's not that cliche.
I don't know. He said there was a Ting Lu, and then he said he wasn't, and then there
Pickle
was...
said there was a Ting Lu, and I thought that was bullshit. I'm gonna shut my mouth. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, it would make sense where all the ghost types came from.
Oh my fucking god! Y'all
Goddamn
know,
right.
I thought that was because there was a legendary on the mountains. Why there's no Ting Lu at Big Vinny's place? I'm thinking, oh, Ting Lu's on the fucking mountain. I'm not dumb, dude.
Okay.
That means there's somebody on the mountain for real.
Yes, because there's someone much bigger and more dangerous than Ting Lu on the mountain.
Yeah, he's like a lesser
The Rat
legendary,
Fuck Mike.
which is it can't be
Okay.
Rat Fuck Mike. You know Rat Fuck Mike isn't there.
Okay. I got an idea. Here's how we're gonna do this. Very cautiously, okay? Okay. We should send one of the ghost types forward. I know it's dark, but like we could send them forward to scout, just to kind of like, I guess, see if they can get us something. But what if Cadet holds them a la Shield style and prepares a scary face or something?
I mean, I can
Yeah,
do
prepare
that.
some actions. That makes sense.
That is smart.
Just-
Funnily enough, as you look to Casper and Gaspard, they're kind of looking at each other like, wait, what's that? This sound didn't happen when we were here.
What do you mean it didn't happen when we were here?
This is new. We don't know what this is.
Is it still really dark down here?
Yes, there is no light except the light you cast.
Right,
Which
fuck it.
could give us
Cadet-
some advantage. I'm just saying.
Cadet lifts his hand up and
Maybe?
fires up an ember down the hallway.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Cool.
He's got 120 feet of it, so just
Full. Okay, 120 feet. Yeah. The
Okay,
ember
wait.
soon-
All right, hold on. Wait. Before you do anything, Vim is going to be like in a ready stance for some level of reactionary action, if in case anything comes our way.
Okay. Sure, you ready in action?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You-
like ready. Yeah.
Yeah, you fire directly down into the cavern. Soon, the light of the ember is too far away, you can't see it anymore. Then you hear a roar as something starts rushing towards you. Roll initiative as you still can't see what's coming to hurt you.
Did I at least hurt whatever I hit?
Yeah,
Probably not.
Roll damage for that actually, because you did hit.
Yes. Early surprise round, guys. It's gonna make a difference.
Okay, I got.
8 damage.
Nice.
I have.
Roll for burn
I have
chance to cut his
I have a
attack.
18. Actually, I have a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Dirty
got a
20 for
natural
Vim.
22.
Oh, nice.
So-
Okay, so
I'm at
It was-
22.
Cadet, Vim, Rye, roll initiative.
All right. 14.
14, okay. 14. Jeff will roll.
The laugh of Jeff gets a crit.
Jeff, not super good for Jeff. And then this thing will roll, and shockingly, it does even worse than Jeff. Okay,
I play so much more reactionary. I don't know what to do.
that is funny. Okay, finally, you see what emerges from out of the dark. Believe it or not, it's an Onix.
I knew it.
Oh boy.
Yep,
Great, I
you
didn't know damage.
Yes, two of you will do basically no damage. One of you could do decent damage. One of you can do.
Tim is gonna touch it like
damage.
twice. So don't worry, guys. We're fine.
Vim is ready.
Okay, Cadet, you get the first move.
Okay, how close is it to me?
It is now within 30 feet of you.
Brilliant. Cadet will, much like you've seen him doing before for his sleep powder, he'll run his hand through his scarf. However, instead of immediately smoking it, you watch as Cadet lets green flames trickle down his arms, absorbing where the sleep powder normally lives. And soon a sweetish aroma lingers in the air, and Cadet will just, with his breath, blow into it, sending this brightly coloured and sweet-smelling aura towards Onix. And I need it to do a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay.
As I
Doesn't have great
cast
dex,
then.
so that would be an 11.
Brilliant. It fails, so now it is shedding a dim light glows off it from where my embers and the powder have mixed together to make the sweet scent. Any attack rolls against this creature has advantage.
Oh,
Very clever.
nice.
Very fire.
Oh,
I brought this spell just for Mob, to get him sneak attack, but the first use I'm getting out of it, he's not here.
That's gonna be fun for like mixing in Fury swipes and like flanking opponents because that could probably like lower their AC and get the advantage. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you I'm building some
Get it?
more, and that I will move back as much as I can with my full face.
Sure, you are now 60 feet away from it. You run away from your friends.
You got this.
You better back me up.
Vim, you're up.
Vim is in ready action. Okay, we are going all out. First hit as best as I can. Okay, gonna break in. Second, I see that this is a Onix. I'm breaking into a rage.
Okay.
I'm breaking
Here's
into a
question.
rage.
What is your max movement as a goblin?
Oh, you know what? Frick, I have dark vision too. I forgot that this whole
Oh,
time.
you
It's
have
only
dark
60
vision,
feet.
huh?
It's only 60
Interesting.
feet, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you would have
anyway.
seen it fast, but neat.
Okay. My max movement.
Yeah.
Let me find it. I gotta find my movement. I think it's
Just want to check whether it's standard or whether you have less because you're small.
I think my max
more.
movement is 30. I'm not sure where I'm finding it or where that stat is.
Near the top of your sheet, it should say movement next to initiative.
Oh, okay. Yeah, speed 30.
Cool, and yeah, you can reach it this turn.
Okay, cool. I'm going rage, and
Nice.
I'm gonna obviously do my waterfall.
Nice.
And roll.
Roll to hit with
That is-
advantage because of the glowing
Very cool.
powder.
Right. So that's let's see. Oh wow, that's big either way. So that is going to be either a let's see. So that's either 22 or 23. So I hit either way.
Yep, you hit.
Okay.
Roll
And-
damage.
Roll my damage. And okay, so if I use my inspiration, can I use that to add? Oh my god, can I use that to add to this damage?
I'd say that inspiration is only for d20 rolls.
Okay, never mind, because I rolled a 12.
You can use it to
Nice.
hit though. You can
Yeah, but I'm not done. 'Cause
Yes.
that's a 12 in That's I rolled 23 to hit.
Yep.
12 in waterfall damage.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3, which makes it 15 damage.
Yeah.
Plus stab for an extra 1, so that's 16 damage. Then plus 2, so that's 18 damage.
18 damage because he does resist the water type damage this time.
Damage.
Why would he resist water type?
As in, he didn't take the. He didn't
You
take
can
the
roll
double
if
damage.
you are weak to it. Yeah, you roll to resist,
okay.
so there's a
Um,
sense of chance of where you get beat or not with that. Double.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you
on
do.
top of that,
eight-
hold on.
Okay, 18
Because I
damage.
also have Fury of the Small.
Okay.
Which when I damage a creature with attack, I can use my attack or spell to deal extra damage equal to my level. So I would also, if I hit him, he's also getting an extra 3 damage.
Okay. Wow. He's
22.
still, he's still like doing decently, but that was a big hit, Vim. Rai, you're up. I will just say he has a chance to negate all electrical attack moves, so it might be wise to use a different type.
Yeah, I have an option. I'm gonna use. How close am I?
You are within 30 feet of him.
All right, I'm gonna use Pickle, otherwise known as Tasha's horrendous laughing.
Okay.
Basically, I can choose him, make him start laughing.
Okay. Are there any other
he
effects to that?
He must succeed a Wisdom saving throw, or he falls prone.
Okay.
It doesn't work on anything with a intelligence score of 4 or less.
Hey, he has more than 4 intelligence, but he rolled a 10, so he is now prone, which he kind of already was, but now he's like prone. Maybe he's like on his back, Stop it! Stop it!
Oh god, he
Is there
can
a-
talk, man.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Rai, in this turn? Do you have any bonus actions?
I think for now, that's it.
Okay, Jeff steps up to the plate. Jeff fires that strange attack he used before that killed Reggie, and actually it's prone, so he'd have advantage. Yeah, he still
Is it a
misses.
ranged attack? Because if it's so, it's disadvantage actually.
Yeah, he misses outright. Just
Oh my god.
boo! You just I think
Jeff,
go
you
down the
suck.
tunnel.
Great job, Jeff. Great.
And now he uses half his movement to get back up from being prone, and the other half to
just-
close. Yeah.
Just double checking, Dex. Tasha's hideous laughter. Does that eat up their turn, or does it just set them prone? Because I think I could be misremembering the spell, but that could be how it works, and I just want to double check.
Yeah, it's always good to check that sort of thing.
Just get
It
this big guy
succeeds.
laughing, killing.
Yeah, if it doesn't
pulling
succeed,
the
it
spell
falls
up.
prone.
Oh, okay.
I beg your
And-
pardon,
Yeah,
Dex?
and for you to get up, you have to waste a turn getting up.
Okay,
Or
then
waste
he
your movement.
uses his whole movement getting back up. Okay, now it is back to Kadit's turn.
Oh, God.
Is he-
Also, at the end of each turn, it takes damage.
I was about to say it takes
okay.
damage.
How much damage
Yeah.
does it take?
The target must make another Wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Okay.
It doesn't say exactly how much damage it
Yeah,
takes, so I
he-
assume
Yeah,
based this one's
He made an 18 on his wisdom saving throw, which I believe is higher than your spell save DC.
Hold on.
Oh, so no, it stays prone laughing. It stays prone laughing until it succeeds a wisdom saving throw, or when it takes damage, it gets to roll wisdom saving throw again.
Okay. In that case, he succeeded his saving throw and used his turn to get up. So, it is back to Cadet.
How hurt is it looking? Just for my
A
amusement.
bit is like all you can really say. It's not bloodied.
No, I'm just gonna light it up. Okay. No, I'll use a new move. What is it? No, I'm not doing that because I'm too far away. God damn it. I will just fire off an ember. I'll kind of lift my hands like Iron Man fire off a shot at him.
Roll to hit.
Oh, that's a natural one. Never mind.
Okay, that's right, you do have advantage because of the ferret fire.
Thanks for reminding me about my own thing.
I'm not here, so I can be the stickler.
20 to hit, not natural.
Fuck
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
13 points of fire damage.
13 damage. Ooh,
Nice.
He gets to resist because he's a rock and ground.
That is true.
He could cut that to
And
6.
he got a nat 20 on that.
You
So
bastard.
unfortunately,
I'm sorry.
No,
we're
do you
gonna
mean?
get the
Okay.
sticker on both sides.
No, you
Okay,
have to
I do have to ask though. If he's a rock and ground type, he would have double damage against a water type or a grass
we
type.
can't do that. We will one shot everyone.
Yeah, we're not doing.
If you do quad, nothing lasts, sadly.
I just didn't know if it would like negate like the thing and just do regular damage then.
You could probably figure something out where, like, if you are quad effective against something, like maybe you can, if it's a certain attack or something like that, we'd have to talk about.
Or you have
Though-
disadvantage on the con save, maybe.
Yeah.
That would-
Though we can figure that out off mic.
Later.
Because now,
Yeah,
it's
that's
Vim's
I like
turn.
that idea though, Buster. That makes sense.
Yes! I just realized I could have done more damage last time, so now I'm doing that damage this turn.
Okay.
Okay, so second verse, same as the first. We're hitting with another waterfall, and we got a 15 plus 5. That's a dirty 20.
Yep, you hit.
Okay, now let's roll for damage.
Hold on, roll again just in case you get a natural 20.
That is
Wait,
true.
Yeah, just for the crit.
What?
Just in case you get a crit. You could get a crit. It's true.
I could wait, so I get to roll twice because of
Yeah,
advantage.
'cause it-
Yeah,
good advantage.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ah, damn it, this little space is. Ugh. Okay, the first one was better, so dirty
Yeah.
20. Okay, and for damage, I rolled an 11. So that's
Okay.
11 damage, but let's add everything together. That's 11 plus 3 for 14. Then we're going to add, I'm still raging, so that's still going to be another plus 2. So that brings me up to
16.
17?
16.
16? Okay, 16. Plus stab, that's plus 1, so that's 17.
17.
Okay, then on top of that, I forgot to add in my Divine Fury, aka Hidden Power, which will be after everything. So that's 17 damage
Okay. Is it?
plus Fury of the Small. Let me see. Can I use it? Wait, no, I can't do it
think
again.
that's
I can only use Fury of the Small once.
Yeah.
Until I rest. But I can still use my Divine Fury, which deals 1d6 and plus half of my Barbarian level. So I get to roll 1d6.
Does it say rounded up specifically or just half?
You usually round up in general. From what
yeah,
I
it
down
says
in
it
general.
hits.
You
it
round
says-
down. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah,
You
unless
round
it
down in
says-
general for things against you, and then you round up for things like when it's for the player. I think there's like a different.
Yeah, it's just
Equal to
unless
half
it
my
says rounded up, you round
Yeah.
down. Okay, so
Yeah.
Plus
so I
one.
mean, it doesn't matter because I rolled a 6 in damage. I'm rolling high in my
Okay.
damage today, and then
Okay,
so it's
so-
plus 1 or 2, and I'm doing ghost damage.
cool. Yeah, you hit him. Just maybe you even imitate your good buddy Gaspard. Die.
Mugs never die.
That is true. Yeah, you
Oh, they
briefly,
didn't join turn order.
almost like
Would.
they will not. They. will
Yeah,
not
that makes
fight.
sense. Makes sense.
You know in the old games with Nightshade where like a big silhouette of you appeared when you used it?
Yeah.
Like that's when a big Vim silhouette briefly appears and spooks him. You can see that the Onix is looking pretty bad right about now. He's kind of fucked up. Right, you're up.
Come on,
I'd
right.
almost think we intimidate him.
Come on,
Uh,
right. Little
I will
guy.
use my bonus action for Bardic Inspiration and cast it on Vim.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. What's the difference?
still hasn't
between
used the first one, so that's
Bardic
double.
Inspiration And I have double Bardic's Inspiration now.
You have two.
It depends how much time has passed since the last last trap?
2 hours.
Yeah, he doesn't have it anymore. It only lasts
Okay.
5 minutes.
Another bard okay, cool.
You have another one. You have a new one.
Yeah, you have bardic inspiration again.
Reload.
And I'm gonna use tickle again.
Okay.
So he has to do another wisdom saving throw.
He's getting like beat up and
Yeah,
then he's getting
He fails that again.
Cadet and Raya are a fucking terrifying combination.
They are a
Really
good
bad.
support team.
good.
With just like some solid DPS between them, like that's a
Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact they were fighting a rock and ground type.
yeah. Like Raya could hit with some of these turns instead of just like inducing like the prone state again.
And look, as long as you keep giving me rolls, I will hit every turn.
Yeah, the advantage with Fairy Fire. Ooh, you gotta play Impulsive Fight on this one.
Oh man, like, oh man. I hopefully like he either just gets scared enough that he runs off, or maybe this is just a misunderstanding. But whew.
Okay, so now, Rai, that was your action. He failed. He falls again. He is prone once more. Bring it up for Jeff to make his next attack, which misses terribly. Once again, you kind of wonder if Jeff's even trying. He's like, oh, bah! Just,
Did Jeff use his advantage to hit?
yeah, he
didn't care.
Still pulled off.
He borked it.
He borked it bad, which means the Onix now has to make another save to try and get back up, which he once again passes. Also getting an 18 like last time, which means Cadet is back to you.
Don't want to get close to him. You're doing great, Vim. I'll fire off another ember.
Roll to
I get
hit.
advantage.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I don't hit. I got 2
Oh my
wands.
god,
Did you say you had 2 1s?
I got 2 wands.
you got 2
Okay.
ones.
That Snake Eyes? Oh
Yes,
wow.
here's the thing. Roll for me again, Cadet. Just once.
You're hitting a friend,
And if you
sir.
get a 1, a very bad thing happens.
Oh, that's a fault.
that's
That's a fault.
there's a rule. There's a name
Cool.
for that.
Yes, it's called 3 1s in a row and you die.
What?
There is
I
a
lose
thing.
an arm.
Yeah, literally, if you roll 3 1s in exact 3 d21s in exact succession, die.
Oh my goodness.
If it,
To be fair, if you roll 3 20s in a row, you kill whatever you want.
Oh, that's cool.
you heard him.
So yes, you thankfully do not die, but as you're channeling this thing, you suddenly realize, oh god, this is a ground rock type, this is bad, oh, if this kills me, and it blows up in your face. Roll half damage to yourself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh god. Of course I roll well. 11 half is what? Do we round up? 6. 5.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
roll rounding
I
down.
would-
I'm
I need to do a
consistent.
I need to do a con check as well.
Yeah.
Oh, 20. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you rolled.
There you
Okay.
go.
Where was that
Yep.
a second ago?
And so, Vim, you're up.
Wait, didn't you? I was gonna say, didn't you have an inspiration? But no, you don't. Yours ran out.
I have his inspiration which Pickle gave me, but not a bardic inspiration. I haven't had the played for me yet.
Okay, so for this sucker, we're going to roll again with advantage, right?
Yes, Fairy
Okay.
Fire remains active.
All right, that is a 13 plus 5 for 17.
You miss.
What?
That's
Yeah.
both
I
hits.
missed a hit.
Yeah. Sadly, Vim does not hit. You charged him and he just...
Oh wait.
Yes.
Can I use my bardic inspiration die on that?
Yes,
can.
you can. And that will
Then
almost
I'll
certainly
add-
make it hit.
So I have to I roll a die or do I?
and add the
D6,
number.
yeah.
Okay, so I had a 17 plus 3.
Dude, odds are so cool.
It hits.
Okay.
You hit.
How could I not hit such a huge thing right in front of me?
Because he has
That's the
a
first
huge
Vim
it's
is-
thing.
That's why it's AC. It's not accuracy. It's his armor class. Jeez. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. Dear God.
That's the
Okay.
thing. He has massive AC that you just keep surpassing.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, that's why that advantage is amazing.
Okay, I hit. Let's roll some damage. Come on, baby. Okay, that is a 9 plus 3 for 12 damage. And let's see, that's also still raging, so that's plus 2 for
14.
14 plus 1 for stab.
15.
And do I still get to use my Divine Fury? It says when you're raging,
I
the
wouldn't
first
bother.
creature you
Is
hit.
DM advice, I wouldn't bother because he failed his resistance. So, how would you like to kill him?
Yes.
Can I just waterfall him in the forehead and he just like shatters like it's like if you were like if basically he just got hit with like an ultra punch and then like it's in sections of his body like water exploding through this
He-
guy until he just
You kind of Goku to King Piccolo, except instead of you're basically rolling through his body, he explodes and is very dead. And as you look at the result of your massacre, this is where we will be leaving things for right now. Thank you to my amazing players, Ace the Wind Rider, the successful bug who just killed at Onix, playing,
Vim.
plus playing,
Mobby Phantom, the newest inductee in Big Vinny V's operation.
Storybuster playing.
I'm playing Cadit, the fairy man.
Yes. And once again, our special guest star, X Comics playing.
Rye, the bard who will play a song that will be heard to the heavens.
And saved our
Excellent.
bacons.
Yes, he did. And I have been your dungeon master, Pickled Dill. Thank you for joining
Yay.
us. And we will see you as the journey continues.